High value is not an aesthetic, but pretending that looks do not matter is delusion. Most women try to change their mindset while still feeling uncomfortable in their bodies. And that's exactly why I created this glow up guide. It covers looks, body, grooming, routines, product recommendations, Slavic girl secrets. This is about upgrading your look. And this video today will show you how to live like a high value woman, not just look like one. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michaela, and today's video is your guide on becoming a high value woman, what it means and how to live that lifestyle. Let's get right into this. Now, if you're thinking being high value means size 0, bubble baths, a fluffy dog, Pilates, designer bags and first class flights, you are wrong. Let me tell you, being high value is not something given by birth. It does not come from money, it does not come from privilege, and it also does not come from beauty. Being high value means separating from the majority. Now let me explain. Think about, in general, high value people or a high value man. What makes a high value man being a high value man? He's most likely
emotionally available, emotionally regulated, structured, successful, calm, not drinking, no drugs.
He is desired because he took his time and effort to acquire traits that only a few have. And that's what makes him above average. Now, the same way it is with women. A high value woman is continuously growing, adapting new ways of thinking, new habits to become a better version of herself, to be more in tune with herself, to be emotionally available, emotionally regulated. She is investing time to do that inside work, okay? In contrary to what most people think, that high value women are selfish, egoistic, cold, having too high standards, high value women are actually very down to earth, compassionate and kind. They just know what their boundaries are and when to step away, so they are never abandoning themselves for keeping peace in any setting. And there are many traits of a high value woman. Trait number 1 is communication. A high value woman knows how to communicate her emotions, her needs. She is not silent about what she needs and what she wants, because ultimately she knows when she feels best, she does best, and she can also be the best for other people. A high value woman knows that she needs to always fill her cup first before she can be there for others. So her priority is herself, her cup, and not abandoning her needs. That's why communication skills are so important, because how many women do know how to communicate their emotions and their needs without feeling guilty, ashamed, or being aggressive and confrontative. The next trait of a high value woman is to be picky with who she is surrounding herself. A high value woman is not surrounding herself with people just for the sake of it. She is not friend with someone just because she knows this person since kindergarten, since high school. If it doesn't align with her values, if it doesn't contribute to her well-being, then she is not afraid to cut people off. She is not afraid to be by herself. She actually prefers to be by herself rather than being with people that drain her. And that's a very important point. So often women hold on to friendships and relationships because they already spend so much time with them, they already spend so much effort on them, they already have such a long history, experiences and memories with each other. But girl, this should not be a reason to stay with someone in touch. The only reason why you stay with someone in touch is because it makes you feel good. Your well-being must be your top priority. If you are not feeling well, if you're not being well, if you're not doing well, you can also not be there for others. You're also not contributing any positive to this world. Think about you when you're angry, sad and frustrated, and how you're treating people in that state. And then think about you when you're happy, fulfilled, loving, How are you treating people then? You're saying hello to the cashier, you're having a smile, people are smiling back. You're contributing positivity to this world. And that's what you should focus on, and not keeping someone around just for the sake of having someone around. Another important trait, a high-value woman is not comparing herself to others. She knows that she is in her lane and others are in their lane. Just because there is another very beautiful woman doesn't make her less beautiful. Just because there is another woman more successful than her in that same field, she is on another timeline. She knows that this doesn't make herself less successful. This doesn't make herself less valuable. A high-value woman understands that everything that shows up in her reality is because it's a reflection of what is already inside of her. So if it's not motivating her, she is just admiring it. Another very important trait is that a high-value woman is not compromising on her values. She has her values in her life because she is treating herself as such. You're thinking,
why does she always get what she wants?
Because she says no 100 times to what does not align with her values. When you start saying no to what does not align, you will be waiting a little longer, but ultimately will get what you want. That's why it's so important to know what values are you standing for, what's important to you. Are you a family person? Are you drinking, smoking? With what people do you want to hang out? What are your values in relationships? Are you more the traditional person? Stand to your values and say no to everything that does not align with you. If you do not want to have friends that are drinking and going out, but your friends are drinking, these are not the only people on earth. You can find other friends that are actually aligned with your values. You're not a tree. You can move, you can walk, you can talk, you can make new friends every single day. If your values are family, you want to have children, you want to marry, but your partner or potential partner does not have the same values, why do you still entertain him? Why do you still give him a chance? Why do you try to change someone's values? A high-value woman does not compromise on her values. She knows what she wants, and that's why she always gets what she wants. And I give you one very simple example. Let's say you are dreaming of getting this Chanel bag. You want to have enough money to buy this bag. Let's say your current salary is not enough to afford this, but if you would save up over a period of time, you could afford this bag. Now, if you're saying yes to a more affordable bag, another inexpensive bag, and then maybe you get another one here and another one there, you're saying yes to so many other bags, you will not have saved up that money to be able to buy this Chanel bag. But if you're saying all these times no to the inexpensive bags, at some point you will have saved up the sum to be able to afford that Chanel bag. And that same way you have to deal with everything in life. Is it your partner, your friends, the house you're living in, your job, your business, whatever you want, whatever your values are, be clear on that and say no to everything that does not align with it until you get exactly what you want. Another trait that is undeniable, whenever a man comes into her life, she is the privilege in his life. And this not coming from a selfish position or a mindset of, I know I'm so much better than everyone else. No, but she knows what a woman does in a man's life. She knows that she is self-sufficient. She does not need a man. She is happy alone. She is happy by herself. But if a man wants to be in her life, he steps up as the masculine high-value man and provides. He comes into her life with the intention to pursue her, with the intention to come up to her values. Now, only a man that has the intention to pursue her is welcomed into her life. She is not afraid of being alone. She is actually very fine and happy with being by herself, but she is welcoming a man if he has the intention to pursue her, spoil her, and take care of her. Not because she needs it. A high-value woman is never ever waiting on a man to save her. She is never ever depending on a man. So when the right man comes into her life who earns her, he puts in the effort, the time, investments to conquer her. That's what any high-value man automatically wants to do. Not because he needs to, it feels natural to him to step up, provide for you, take care of you. He's coming into your life to make your life easier. And no, I'm not speaking about these dusty men who say, "What do you bring to the table?" This is another topic. As a high value woman, you're not even attracting these type of men anymore. And this brings me into my next very, very important trait. A high value woman is independent, but not hyper independent. I keep talking about that all the time because there is such a big misunderstanding. If you are with a man, of course, let him take the lead. Even and especially a high value woman knows how to be feminine. She knows how to let a man lead, let him take care of her, let him be the man in the relationship. Being independent simply means that you are not depending on anyone. You can live by yourself. It does not mean that you do not want anyone to help you. You do not want anyone to take care of you. That's hyper independence. That's a very masculine trait, and many people, they confuse being hyper independent with being high value. A high value woman definitely knows how to be feminine, definitely knows how to be soft, definitely knows how to be that soft girl while also being that girl boss. The next very important trait is detachment. A high value woman is never attached to anything. She is not attached to success. She is not attached to her beauty. She is not attached to any man. She is not attached to any outcomes. Detachment is her superpower because ultimately she understands that anything that can be taken away from her cannot be source of her value, cannot be source of her happiness. Because what does that mean? If your source of happiness is your partner, he can take that happiness away from you at any time. If your source of happiness is success and God forbid, from one day to the other, you lose everything, you would feel worthless, you would feel unhappy, you would fall into depression. A high value woman does not want to give that power over anything and anyone. She finds her worth and her happiness within. How to do that? By journaling, by understanding who are you, what are your traits, what makes you special, by loving your company, by loving yourself, by loving your soul and understanding who you are, what you want beyond your beauty, beyond your hair, beyond your clothes, all your jewelry, beyond all these materialistic things. Your happiness is not attached to anything. Your value is not attached to anything. Your worth is not attached to anything. It's so deeply grounded and rooted within yourself that nothing, literally nothing, can bring you down. Nothing ever can bring you down because it is you. Now, of course, things can happen, emotions can arise, people will always disappoint you. You cannot control others, you cannot control outcomes. Many things are just not in our control. So it doesn't matter how detached we are. Sometimes emotions arise. Sometimes we get angry, frustrated. We are heartbroken. We feel sad, and that's completely normal. But how does a high value woman react? She is emotionally regulated. She knows how to regulate those emotions that come up. She does not swallow them down, suppress them. She knows how to outlet them without being explosive and dragging other people down in a very nasty way. She knows how to communicate her feelings. As I said in the first trait already, very, very important also to communicate and speak out your emotions when they are not happy emotions, when they are not needs, when they are just arising, when you feel hurt. Expressing your emotions is so important. Not going to your friend and gossiping, splurting all your emotions, your sadness over her. First, taking a piece of paper and journaling, writing out all your thoughts, your anger, or dancing, going to the gym and transmuting your emotions before dragging other people down. That's what a high value woman does. The only one that is responsible for how she feels and how she reacts is herself. Even though other people might disappoint her, might frustrate her, might do things wrong, might hurt her, it's in her responsibility to react the right way. Now the next point is about beauty. Of course, it's inevitable. A high value woman is beautiful, but she's not beautiful because of all the products she's using, all the surgeries she has done. She's beautiful, first of all, from the inside out. She's beautiful because of all the traits that she acquires. She knows how to take care of herself, not only from the inside, but also from the outside. And no, this does not have a special look, a certain size, or a certain hair color. A high value woman comes in all shapes, in all sizes, in all colors, in all forms. It's not about how you look, it's about how you feel within that look. How do you put yourself together? How do you take care of yourself? I have seen the most beautiful women, but wouldn't consider them as high value women because you can see it when someone doesn't feel well in their bodies. When someone looks beautiful just from the surface, but there is nothing within, there is nothing deep, there is no inner work, there is no real glow. That's not what I consider to be a high value woman. A high value woman is way deeper than just the superficial beauty. The beauty always comes through when you love yourself, when you respect yourself. She is beautiful and likes the way she looks because she respects herself, and the woman that respects herself is eating healthy, she's moving her body, she is accumulating more knowledge, she has a growth mindset, nurturing herself in all areas in her life, and that is what actually makes someone beautiful. But get my full glow up guide if you want to know how to glow up and look like a high value woman. I didn't always look like this. I covered all the secrets that helped me glowing up. Now let's quickly talk also about low value woman traits. A low value woman is like the majority of all people. Not saying that you are a low value woman, you are watching this video, you are already growth oriented. It spiked your interest when you saw this video, so there is already a high value woman in you. No offense, many of us, even me, been doing low value woman traits because that's what we learn from society. That's what's being normalized. It's being normalized to gossip and talk about the latest trends, rumors in high society, in Hollywood, or what's happening on social media. A low value trait is, for example, putting your attention too much on other people. If you are focusing always on your partner or your friends, you're checking your phone.
Why he's not texting back? What is he doing? He doesn't love me anymore because he didn't call me or check up on me.
Do not give so much attention to other people. As a high value woman, you are the center of your life. You must be the most important person. All your attention must go first to yourself. You cannot scramble when someone is not replying to you, when your friend is saying something mean to you. You can set your boundaries, but it shouldn't be something that actually takes away joy from your life. Or gossip. It doesn't even make sense. Do you not have anything else to talk about? Get inspired. Get yourself friends who don't gossip. It might feel easy and exciting to gossip, but it doesn't do any good. Your words are actually put in existence. When you say something, it creates an environment, it creates vibration, it does something to you. Is it your mood or your lifestyle? It changes something, and you cannot tell me you feel good after 1 hour gossiping about random people that you don't even know. The next low value trait, jealousy. Why would you be jealous? You can only be jealous when you do not know your value, when you do not know your place on this earth. You are so unique, you're so special that there is literally nobody else out there like you. Why are you jealous of someone? Just because you see a woman that is beautiful does not make you any less beautiful. So why are you jealous? Just because you see someone living the lifestyle you wish to live yourself doesn't make it less possible for you to live that lifestyle. Actually, when you see that, it is meant for you. You do not see those things for the sake of seeing it and being jealous. You see certain things to be motivated and inspired to get there too. Another low value trait is being very chaotic, having no routines, and having no or low boundaries. Having boundaries are actually such an important trait that I forgot to talk about. A high value woman needs to have very strict boundaries, because if not, she is settling for less and she will not be able to be that high value woman. You cannot let people step over your boundaries, step over you, and still be perceived as a high value woman, because nobody that truly respects and loves themselves would let other people treat them worse than they treat themselves. A high value woman understands that her boundaries, values, and standards are her filter and protection to what she really wants. If it doesn't align with those, she knows how to walk away, and she is not afraid to walk away. Now, to have a bit of a clear picture of what life looks like of a high value woman, think about routines. You wake up in the morning, you have breakfast, you go to the gym, and then you do your work, your job, you go out or stay in, you make money. And after that, as a high value woman, you keep some time to rewind. She knows that it's not all about work, it's not all about hustle culture. As I said earlier, it's a mix between soft girl and girl boss. The key, as in many things, is the balance. As a high value woman, you need to know where the balance is and how to balance work life with soft life. After work life, you wind down, you take your bubble bath, call your parents, your family, your friends, get dinner with your partner, read a book, get a massage, do things that nurture your soul before you go to bed. And just before you end the day, you reset, you pray, maybe you even journal. And then another very, very important thing that I want you to keep in mind: a high value woman is planning her day around sleep. Sleep is priority. When you sleep good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you do good. This doesn't mean to sleep 12 hours, to sleep all day long, keep scrolling in bed. This simply means you have between 7 and 9 hours of sleep every single night, and you are going to bed and waking up at the same time. You have a routine because you value yourself and respect yourself. Anyways, guys, I hope this could help. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in my next video. Bye bye.